morning and welcome, fellow parents, my mom and dad, siblings, sup Ponch, and Riverwood faculty and staff, and Mrs. Archer, and last but not least, the graduating class of 2017. My name is Shajay Jantha, and I have the honor of serving as this year's valedictorian. When I was first told I would be speaking at this ceremony, to be honest, I really freaked out. I have seen all of the world's greatest commencement speeches on YouTube with celebrities and world changers talking about various issues like the meaning of life, the pursuit of happiness, and several other complex and in-the-air topics. Realizing that I, in no way, could speak like our great philosophers, I began searching for another subject to speak about, something more me. Well, for those who know me very well, you know that I have had the ongoing special relationship for some time now. Practically since before I ever went to school. That relationship, basketball. So there we have it. This is the topic of my speech. For those who enjoy sports and basketball in particular, I hope your love for the sports only grows after hearing this. For those who don't, well, I hope you will be at least slightly will be at least slightly hope you will at least slightly be able to understand some of my references and relate them to your own life experiences. Okay, first things first. Before I get into the nitty-gritty part of my speech, I want to confess something of utmost importance. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, no if and or buts about it. Okay, now back to what I was saying. Yes, basketball. Well, just a quick side note for those who don't know the game of basketball, there are four quarters to the game. For the sake of this speech, I aim to compare each quarter with each year of high school. Prior to the first quarter, you take a look at the crowd. There are hundreds of kids in the gym, classmates, close friends, local Riverwood fans and alumni, and my parents who always sit behind the scorer's table. You don't know really, you don't know really, you don't know really what all to expect from the game except from what you've learned from film and Coach Buck. This is, to me, sort of like your summer before high school. You hear so many stories and get so much advice about how to handle the next year, but you know that the real knowledge comes with experience, which you have yet to have. You step onto the court for tip-off. Your heart starts to beat faster and faster as the arena gets quieter and quieter. With butterflies in your stomach, you get in your stance, the ref throws out the ball. 3, 2, 1. The game begins. Your high school career has officially begun. First quarter and freshman year, like any new beginning, are normally pretty rough. Of course, there are always those students, those teams who who start out on fire, hitting every shot, acing every test, but usually first quarters are where most mistakes happen before everything is brand new. The opposing team is tougher than you thought. They're quicker, faster, and stronger than you imagined. You're not hitting your shots. Likewise, classes are tougher, teachers are stricter, tests are harder. Despite the change, you manage to make it out of line. Your team has a lead, but only by a few points. Similarly, you have a solid first GPA. Maybe not always, but you did just enough. Basketball is a game of runs, and typically, once you catch fire in the first quarter, you'll probably cool down in the second, and vice versa. Arms and legs start to wear down a bit after a great first quarter. Shots start to rim out, a few unlucky turnovers happen, similar to the freshman students who received straight A's. Who are involved with everything, who signed up for the honor route, for the IB diploma, probably found themselves stretched like a little too thin the next year as classes get harder. For me personally, I can say that all my language assignments definitely made my second quarter sophomore year a bit of a challenge. Anyway, time ticks down and the second quarter ends. It's now halftime. I see halftime as the summer in between sophomore and junior year. With the upperclassman title, you begin the rigorous courses of the AP and IB route. You may start taking exams required by colleges, plan college visits, or maybe even just acknowledge that college exists and leave it alone. One that most important One of the most important time segments in a basketball game is the first 5 minutes after halftime. This is where you set the momentum for the rest of the game. Just like in high school, junior year is a big shift. You understand the workload will be more challenging, but you also understand how important it is to gain momentum for your senior year. For me, I had to do a lot to adjust to. I had to transfer back to Riverwood, and my grades were not where they needed to be. I had to work extra hard to start off my third quarter to give myself a good start in the fourth. Unfortunately, this meant I had to retake every single assignment in Mrs. Hale's class in a 3 week period. Fast forward, I come out with a B plus. My grades greatly improved, and I'm ready for the end. Trailing from behind in the first half and majority of the third quarter throughout some runs, we successfully able to build the lead against the other team. Everyone knows what's at stake here. In order to excel, we have to push through everything holding us back, and we're able to close out the game. My body is exhausted from fighting, legs tired from lack of conditioning, heart beating faster and faster. But then, everything becomes slow motion. The rim looks bigger. You look into the crowd and you see people cheering but cannot hear. The only thing you hear is your heartbeat and the ball bouncing between your feet. This exact feeling feels like the first 3 seconds you step onto the court. Exactly the same. Then, a burst of adrenaline flows through your body. Hair on your arms stick up, and you feel a flow of motivation run through your arms. All of your AP and IB work is turned in. You have great grades and created a strong personal bond with each and every one of your teachers. Mrs. Hale's classes no more. Mrs. Archer's in-class essays are through. Coach Graybeck's countless motivational yelling sessions right as you sink down for a back squat is gone. High school is complete. You win the game. Graduation is now. You cheer with your teammates. Well, wait, that was just the first round of state, and you have 2 more games left until the championship game.